Hey, welcome back guys to Intermediate JavaScript and jQuery programming with JSON and Ajax. My name is Kaustubh Garge, but you can call me KG. I will be covering session 8 of this Intermediate JavaScript course today. Before we begin, let's look at the session outline. So in this session, we will be covering some link basics. It's a quick refresher of understanding what hyperlinks are. We will also cover the opening of external links in new windows. We will understand about creating new windows, and we will see how we can use window properties to create basic and animated navigation bar. If you do not have fundamentals of JavaScript programming clear, then you must take the Introduction to JavaScript course as well as HTML to understand the document object model. All right, let's do some quick refresher on links. So all HTML links are hyperlinks, which means when you click on them, it is going to take you to a very specified address that is provided by the href attribute. So with the href attribute, you have to provide the link to the anchor tag or to even a button, and it will take you to that very specific destination. Okay. Now, depending on how the web page is coded, it will either open up the link in the same window, or it might open up in a new window. Okay. Moving on. So opening external links in a new window. So you can do this directly with HTML. However, we want to add, let's say we want to add attributes to the newly created anchor elements. So let's say we created some anchor elements on the fly, like dynamically, and we want to add attributes to the newly created anchor elements. And we want all of their links to be open in a new tab. So how will we do this? Let's look at a demo code here real quick. So this is just a basic boilerplate HTML. I have added the head section right here, which has jQuery. Within the body section, I only have an anchor tag, and I have the script tag with the jQuery code. Okay. Now in here, if you can see this, if you can understand this, we're looking at all anchor tags that have href beginning with HTTP. Okay. Do you remember this caret symbol that we learned in the previous sessions? I'll give you a hint. It was the session with the wildcards. Yeah, this will allow us to select all the anchor tags with href attribute and which begin with HTTP. For these, we add more attributes such as target and blank, which will allow us to open all of the links in a new tab. So let's quickly see this. So if I click on this link right here, it is going to take me to a new tab. Perfect. Perfect. Moving on. All right, creating new windows. So we always have window.open methods to specify the browser which window to be open. So within the window.open, we can pass in the information that we want the browser to open up the link in a new window. So this is not very different from what we learned in JavaScript, but it's one of the ways we can use jQuery to open up new windows. All right, moving on. All right, so now let's look at how we can turn basic navigation into an animated one. Okay, so the main purpose of this small demo, is to understand how we can calculate the window properties, and based on it, how we can perform certain tasks. Okay, so we start off by creating a navigation bar using HTML and CSS. So let me go back, show you the code real quick. So here I have boilerplate code. Okay, so I have styles, I have the title, and I have the script tag added right in the head section. And within this, I have created a navigation bar with home, blog, company, and contact information. And I have the script tag where I have written my jQuery. Okay. Now what we want to do is when the user opens our web page on a tablet or smartphone, we want the navigation bar to adjust to the given screen size. We've added the necessary CSS for both of the screen sizes. So if we open up this head section and open up the styles, I have written code for both of the styles, so for mobile size as well as the desktop size. So we are not going to be covering CSS in this, but if you want, you can definitely take a look at the code at the end of the session. Okay, so with jQuery, what we'll do is based on the window size or based on the window resize event, we will apply or remove certain classes, certain styles. Okay, so in this case, let me go back. So just focus on this method right here. Okay, so in this case, when the window size is greater than 768 pixels, we are removing the default styles which would be suitable for a mobile view. Okay, so the way we have calculated the window width is by using the jQuery and the window object and calculating the width, and we've assigned it to a variable. Now, if the window width is greater than 768 pixels, then we are removing the stars. So let's quickly run this and see how this looks. So this is our basic, let me open this up in a new window here. All right, great. So this is our basic navigation bar, and let's say if you wanted to make it responsive, you see right here, it actually consolidated all of the options, all of the navigation options within a single item here, a single hamburger menu, which is when active, we'll have to now show the options in a slide toggle animation. So we have already covered slide toggle animation in the previous session. So let us quickly go back to the code. So now, once we have the menu options, when we click on it, we have to use the slide toggle method. Okay, so all of the CSS is already written for this. You can again go back and see how this works. But if I click on this, it should show me all of the options. Okay, so calculating the window size, the element size, allows us to change the look and feel of our page, allowing it to be more user-friendly. So you'll get access to this code in the resources slide so you can review it in detail. All right, perfect. Moving on. Oops. All right, so to quickly recap, in this session we covered some link basics as well as opening them in new window or tab. We also saw on how we can use the window properties such as height, width, etc. in our advantage. In the next session, we are going to go in detail over size and position of specific elements on the page. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.